Hey everybody, February 7 here and welcome back to another Platinator's video with Starlink Battle for Atlas. And yes, I know, there's a T missing or it wouldn't fit everything on the name. So we're gonna start with the first one, Tune Up. This game is basically an RPG where you have to upgrade your abilities with gear, and the mods in this case are gear, but it is mods to upgrade the ship because the ship is your main thing to fight. But when you join the game, Ubisoft will give you a bunch of mods, and you can just, before you even start the game, you can put the mods in and you'll get this trophy. If you don't get these as you progress through the game, you will get these mods by loot. Blowing up steam. This is the first combat trophy that I actually did by accident, but in my head, knowing how the world works, I guess, I got this by accident. So basically what I did, I had the fire weapon and a freeze weapon, a nice weapon. So basically I froze the enemy and then I hit him with a fire attack, and you have to do this 10 times, you get blowing off steam, which is a thermal shock thing. And that's how you get this first story trophy. And this is the right moment that I got hooked in this game. When you take off from the planet for the first time, you basically do a transitions from Earth to space, and it's beautiful. Weapons mastery. When you master a weapon, again, like an RPG, imagine that you have a big sword and a bow. For example, let's say like other games, you have to master the big sword and master the bow and so on. In this case, this game, you master a certain type of fire weapon, and then you master a certain type of ice weapon, a certain type of gravity, and so on and so forth. That's something really good. I actually liked it. The Xenobiologist. This is where it grabs a lot from No Man's Skies, where you have to inspect the planet, and in this case, you do exactly the same thing. And well, you get this trophy when you have 5 life forms. When you find 5 life forms, you will get this trophy. Of course, the life forms can contain the animals and the plants, so you can do this in the first planet, because in this point I hadn't left the first planet yet, because I went to space and come back, because I like to discover everything. Anyway, cartographer. When you discover everything in the planet, or basically you have the map of the planet 100% open, this will come very naturally if you like to explore. And I'm gonna say this now, you don't need to explore everything in all the planets. That's one of those things that made the trophy in this game less grind. You don't need to expect 100% of the full planet. Mentor. Mentor is related to points. If I'm not mistaken, it is points. Yes, basically you will go to the ship here. You see, you can unlock your skills, and when you use 5 points, you will get the upgrade for mentor. As you progress, as you keep going on the game, you'll get this. Of course, it's not story related because you can do the game without putting that, but it's not an easy game like that. The prosperity. What is prosperity? When you go through the map, you can have different types of outposts, from mining to give you Ethereum, which is the coin, Corona refinery. That reminds me of something. Anyway, there's several outposts, shops, armor, mining, and science, and the tower. And when you get to the level 3 on one of those, you get the trophy. That's the spot. That's the spot? I should know which one this is. Let me see, because there's so many trophies, man. You can't. Oh yeah, that's the spot. I know what this one is. You have to hit your enemy 10 times using its weaknesses, or the weak spots. That's basically it. You have to use like a precision weapon. The example is a shredder, but I wasn't using a shredder as you saw. But you'll get that normally as you play. Ship mastery. When you get 3 points on your ship. Yes, because you have to upgrade your weapons, like I mentioned on the trophy before, but you also upgrade the ship, so it becomes faster, more resistible, more handling, everything better on the weapon, on the ship. And when you level up the ship, you will get 3 times. You will get ship mastery again. Also, will happen very naturally if you decide to get everything. Home, sweet home. When you upgrade, you do two upgrades to the Equinox, which is your mothership. In this case, yeah, I already have more than one, it seems, but I think the first one doesn't count. But when you get the upgrades, we'll confirm the number of upgrades in the end. But home, sweet home. Basically, you have to upgrade the Equinox, which you will do naturally as you keep playing. Firefighter. You will find this more than once. This is not exclusive. There's no missable trophies in this game, thank God. But you will find these enemies called fire giants. Basically, you need to defeat a fire giant using an ice weapon, which is their weakness. Again, RPG rules, you're gonna get this so easy without even trying, because you're gonna see, oh, he's fire, I'm gonna use ice, so the fight is better. It's completely normal, and you do have the same thing with the ice giant. Scavenger. Again, like I was telling you before, this is one of the things that got me hooked in the game. Like, you have the planet gameplay and then you have the space gameplay, which I'm telling you this now, and this video will come out a long time after Star Wars Outlaw came out. But I'm telling you, Star Wars Outlaw will be based a lot on this flight. So I'm doing this like 1 month before Star Wars Outlaw comes out, so you have an idea. So Scavenger, scavenge 5 different places. I think will confirm the number. Countermaster. Okay, there are areas where you have turrets that have shield. You see the turrets over there? If you want to defeat the turrets, you need to take the shield out. So basically, they shoot at you, you do a perfect timed parry, or activate the shield perfectly, I didn't do that, and you fire back a counter attack. You have to do this 10 times. If you focus only on the turrets, you will get this easy, but you can also do with normal enemies, there's no problem. Memory of the Wardens. There is a certain part in the game which is like a pyramid, it shows on screen, and when you defeat the enemies there and you open the chest, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a relic mod. Again, RPG rules. Relic, legendary, rare, common, yeah, whatever, you know. A memory of the wardens when you get your first relic. Then we get Ace. I keep saying this part by part, so at the end of the video it's gonna make sense. But like I said, you upgrade weapons, you upgrade the husk of the ship, and you upgrade the abilities of your pilot. So each pilot is a bit different. So when you use 14 level up points on the character, you will get Ace. So yeah, there's a lot of upgrades in this game, but you get a lot of levels, so it's easy. Okay, remember the fire giants that we talked before? Antifreeze, it is the same thing, but when you fight, in this case, an ice giant, which you see it here, and you use a fire weapon. I'm using a fire Gatling gun to defeat this enemy. So, good, you'll get this again normally because it's logic, it's game logic. You use the RPG logic, you use the weakness against the enemy. This one is a story-related trophy. It's not a lot of those, as you can see. These are primes. They're like the big boss that the enemy uses to destroy planets. So you will face one as the story mission. You will face one, and there you go. Legendary modder. When you get your first legendary mod, so we'll get one here. Probably I'm gonna buy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one. Alliance Amplifier, and that's where we will get the first mod. In this case, I did buy the mod, but trust me, you will get a lot of legendary mods, a lot of them, because you'll need them for further trophies in the future, that we will talk a little bit in a second. Fully loaded. Okay, let's talk about the legendary mod. You have to equip your weapon and ship with the lowest rating being a green one, which is an uncommon. So it can only your mods can only be rare, legendary, epic, and relic. Okay, those are the only ones, so you can get this trophy. And then later there's one that you have to have everything upgraded. State of the art. Ooh, what is state of the art? Oh, I'm blanking on this one now. I'm blanking. I'm blanking on this one. And I swear I saw everything. Oh yeah. Basically, state of the art is when you upgrade your Equinox, your mothership, at least 8 times. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. But we'll check. New Frontiers. This is again a story-related trophy. When you discover your first planet outside of the trade route, which is the easy part of the game. So I discovered this one. You can discover another. So there's no rules on this one. Cryogenic. Again, let's use the environment, the weapons, abilities. What you need to do is defeat the enemy by freezing them. So freeze the enemy with the frozen weapon. He becomes also you see like this, and then you use a normal weapon, which I'm using the shredder, to destroy. So you have to crack, let's say, the enemy 10 different enemies. So you have to kill them with that way. So you'll get it naturally. Science. Science. I know this one. Science. I think this one. Yeah. I think it's the different outposts, if I'm not mistaken. We'll confirm this. Either this one or you have to upgrade until level 3, but I already mentioned that before. So, but yeah, this is when you put the old workshop. It upgrades, but oh, what is it? Science. Now I'm blanking, and I wanted to see what it was. Singularity. This is one of the types of weapons that you have, and you have to trap the enemy on free, like the gravity, which is the purple one. You shoot. Look, I'm gonna do now. See, my weapon is charged. I shoot, makes the big bubble, and it attracts 3 enemies, and you get singularity. Yes, the one that I was telling you before, the science. So this is a story-related trophy as well. But science is build your first expedition workshop. So when you build the workshop for the first time, this trophy, jailbreak, it is a story-related trophy where you defeat your first dreadnought. So it will happen naturally. Strength in unity. Like I mentioned before, you have to you have different types, which is the workshop, the armory, the mining, and the observatory, and then you have the Starlink tower. When you activate one of these, at least one of these, not 5 times, one of these each time. So you have to do at least one each. On the same planet, you have to have one of each. You'll get that trophy. So you'll get that naturally. Trust me, you'll get that naturally. This one here is to defeat an either a prime or one of these extractors without the big life bar. You see the big there's a small life bar and there's a big one. The small one, so that's the shield. I lost the shield and then I defeated. So I had only the small bar, and that's how you get the trophy. Explorer, achieve everything 100% in one planet. And this is the type of thing that Ubisoft could have made much harder. It could have been all planets. And I know I need the scale from the same monster, so animal. And I was shooting, and I had to ram it to get the last piece, and then I get Explorer because I got 100% on the first planet. And again, could have been all the planets, but there would be a lot of grind. So thank God they didn't do that. Decked out. Decked out is the mods. They have to be purple or above. So have to be purple, orange, which is legendary, or a relic. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're just gonna put the purple one here and take the blue out, and we will get the trophy. I'm saying, oh, well, which one I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna go with the fire one, and we get decked out. And there's this trophy again. That if you follow the game, you'll get this very naturally. Astronomer. I'll be honest, I should have done Astronomer as a story-related trophy because you are forced to go to all the planets. So you would get this one as a story mode because you need to go save this planet, always like that. And the moon doesn't count because the moon is not a planet. But yes, Astronomer, find all the trophies and sorry, not trophies. That's the platinum. Find all the planets. Boldly go. This is when you activate the star links that are necessary to reach the final part of the game to face the main boss, and then you get Savior of Atlas when you defeat Gax, which is the main boss of the game. The game is not that hard. I played this on normal mode, obviously, but the game is not that hard, especially if you do like what I did, where you have to grind. Okay, the screen looks different now. What is it? There's two co-op trophies. One of them is you need to have your co-op partner die and you need to rescue. In this case, I'm playing with my girlfriend, and I told her because she was doing well, and I said no, I need you to die because I need you to repair your ship so we can keep playing, and we get helping hand. And then the second trophy, which is related to this one, you have to defeat the prime. You have to defeat the prime when you are doing this on co-op. You have to defeat the prime. My suggestion, if you're watching this and you haven't done the plat, do all the trophies. Okay, do all the trophies before you finish the game. The last trophy is saving Atlas, because after you finish the game, you can keep playing, but the enemies are way harder to face. Every type of enemy in every type of planet. So tag team, we defeat a prime as a duo. So thank you to my girlfriend for helping me on that. You can also do the duos one alone, but it's a bit more a pain in the ass. This trophy here is those towers that I mentioned before. You have to have a Starlink tower in every planet, and when you get the on every, oh yeah, I remember the other one. Oh, the other one I think it was 25. I don't remember. But yeah, you have to have 25% at least. Perfect union. Hmm. Okay, I think I changed. Yeah, I think I changed. The other one before, yeah, that's it. I think the other one before was you achieved 25% alliance in each planet, and this one is the last one for the tower. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Perfect union. I should do more research or have a paper. Perfect union. This is the right one where you have all the towers in one tower in each planet. Doolittle, like Doctor Doolittle. This is a completionist objective. Basically, you have to go to each planet and find the animals, not the wildlife, the animals. So only the fauna. You don't need any flowers or any plants. When you find all of them, when you scan them each one 3 times, you'll get in every planet you'll get two level. Um, Space police. This is a space objective. There's like outlaws bases spread through the galaxy, and you just have to defeat 5 of them. And you basically have to defeat the enemies, go and loot their hideout, and you'll get 5 of these, and then you'll get a trophy. Again, this is one of those trophies that could have been a pain in the ass because you could have done all of them, but no, it's not that grindy. Upcycling. Yes, this you can fuse mods to make it a little bit stronger. And when you do that, in this case I cloned it by accident. I shouldn't have done that. But you just press triangle if you have like, depends on the level of course. But in this case, epic ones, I had 3 of them. I fused the 3 of them and we get the legendary. So we get upscaling, upcycling, sorry. Upcycling, that's a trophy, upcycling. Having a blast. This was a weird one. But basically you see I have a yellow canister, you see? Basically what you need to do, you see these small enemies, just shoot the canister at the big enemy. Okay, shoot the canister at the big enemy, and then just fire your elemental weapon. In this case I used a flamethrower, and it gave an explosion that you don't see here, but it killed all the small enemies. So I killed 5 enemies with that explosion, and yeah, we got the trophy, and finally we get Stellar. Stellar is the platinum. Again, really weird how we get this last one for the objective. But yeah, we're gonna get the Stellar Platinum, and that's another platinum for the count. And boom, there you go, Stellar. We'll talk a little bit more about the game. And there you go, Starlink Battle for Atlas. That's all the trophies in the game. 34 hours. Look, this game. Oh, sorry, 34 hours there. Look, this game had the possibility to be like a 100 and something hour grind, because yeah, it's Ubisoft. They usually do that, you know. They usually do that. As you can see, there's a lot of DLC stuff that you can get. And look, if I wasn't this stingy, I really enjoyed this game. I would be a guy to get, if I had more time as well, to get new characters, get new weapons. I could have done all that, but yeah, not doing that because I'm too stingy. What can I say about the game? So this is a mix of several games. Okay, like I said during the trophies, there's a hint of No Man's Sky because you go around the galaxy and you explore the wildlife. That's something important. You'll do quests regarding to that. It has a very heavy Ubisoft open world formula, but in this case, it's an open galaxy because you go around the galaxy. But basically, what you do is you land on, you can fly on your with your ship on the planet, and like I showed you, there's a crazy good transition from planet to space and from space to planet. Something that I saw for the first time in on Star Wars Outlaws, and I was like, "Oh my God, why has no one ever done that?" And then I found this game out, and like I also said on the video, that's the first thing that really got me hooked. I really like that transition, and they did it very good. It's again something not normal as well because they use the spaceship as your main character, your way of traveling, of fighting. That's also very good. They implemented very heavy RPG mechanics. This is not a space fighter game. This is an RPG. This is literally an RPG that you're playing. Instead of using your character and fighting with swords, you're using a ship and you're fighting with the ship, several types of enemies. But again, open galaxy, you can explore the planet fully, and there's very different biomes, different types of enemies, different types of animals. The only thing that's very similar is the outlaws. They are very similar. There's not a big difference on them. You can complete everything in all the planets like we did on one of the trophies. And then, of course, in space you can do that. This is easily a game that, if Ubisoft wanted, could have gone for hours and hours and hours, but they didn't do that. So let's go check the trophies because there's one or two that I got confused. But yeah, Perfect Union, build a Starlink tower on every planet. Scavenger, we did that well. Space Police, yeah, okay, sorry. Scavenger, it's not 5 ships, it's 10 derelict ships in space. So if you explore that a lot, you'll get it. Legendary Modder, fully loaded, it's rare, epic, a legendary, decked out. Fill your ship with epic or legendary, like they explained. Astronomer, discover all the planets in Atlas. Again, I think this should have been a story related trophy, but still. Explorer, record every discovery on the planet, so 100% the planet. Doolittle, that's what I said, that's the spot. Like I said, the Shredder, it's the best weapon to do that. Countermaster, plus Grape, Cryogenic, blowing off steam. Okay, firework, that's everything that I said. Yeah, everything that I said. This one, Strength in Unity, alive with all 5 outpost types. So that's the one, upper prosperity, this one. Gain 100% alliance on the planet. So I was completely wrong when I said the prosperity one. And diplomatic network, get at least 25% alliance on every planet. Which, if you go for the Starlink one, where you have to put a Starlink in every planet, you'll get the diplomatic network automatically. Then ship mastery, earn 3 skill points for mastering ships. Weapon mastery, earn 6 skill points to mastering weapons. So each weapon has, I think it's 5 or 6. But again, you're using 2 weapons at the same time, so you'll get this when you master one weapon. You will get the other one for sure. Then mentor, invest a pilot mentor skill to make your whole crew stronger. Okay, this one also said wrong. I need to do some research, but yeah, there's the on the second tier. There's an ability that affects all the pilots, and when you get that one, you'll get the mentor. And then Ace is spend 14 skill points in a single pilot. Then Home Sweet Home, build 8 Equinox upgrades, and State of Art is upgrade 2 sections of the Equinox to their maximum level. Okay, so it's kind of a good explanation, not bad. Uh, you need to play this game. You really need to play this game. If you're a fan of open world RPGs, this game hit me out of nowhere. I'm serious, it really hit me out of nowhere. I was like, I need something to play because I don't have anything, and I do have PlayStation Plus, so let's use it. I am highly surprised with this game. And again, if you like the Ubisoft open world formula, you have to go with that one. You're really gonna enjoy this game. So, guys, that's everything for today. Please leave a like, a comment, hit the bell icon. You know all those good things that make us grow. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.